Hi guys, welcome to the Polaris winter spread, and we're going to be working on the Pentacles. So let's learn all about Pentacles. That has to do with the earth element. We've gone over all of the major arcana, the life cycle, right? You picked out your life cycle. Next, we went through to the air element, I believe. Yep. We went over swords, so how you're dealing with change, switching up the energy from the major arcana. You want to go to the next step, or you might need to go backwards and reevaluate things. However you're going through your cycle, you can go through your cycle and ascend in whichever matter. It's not a going up and linear cycle. It's you might jump around the cycle, but the whole point is to go through that change, going through all the elements. So the swords is all about using change and obstacles and friction to move you forward. Next, we spoke about the fire element, wands. So now we're using that friction, we're using that heat to create. Next, we're going to go over what we're creating in the physical, the material realm. We're on Earth right now. This is the earth element, so Pentacles. I will be showing you the Pentacle cards out of my Oak, Ash, and Thorn deck. That'll be the most understandable, most tangible. That's one of my most tangible decks. Next will be the Stolen Child Tarot deck. That one has a little bit of a twist. Instead of having it be Pentacles, they renamed it Oak, which, it being a tree, earth, it's very relatable. The next one I would deem as more of an intermediate translation from the Spirit Song deck. They refer to the Pentacles as crystals, which I love working with crystals. I have them on me. I work with them. We're working with the carnelian crystal. I'm wearing it. It's an element derived from the earth. It's an earth element. But if you didn't know that, it might be challenging. You might not know right away that, okay, it's talking about earth. So really take a look at the level and depth that your tarot deck goes into. Does it address the Pentacle card as Pentacle, or do they rename it, and can you click with what it's renamed? Now you can switch to your tarot interpretations, and you can actually just follow along with your card and with this. The more you keep visually referencing and using throughout the week your single suit card, the more you can get acquainted with it. So let's start it out. We unclip these babies. Now it's really fun. This deck associates all of the Pentacle cards with rabbits. And rabbits are known for their fertility, so it's bringing life. It's bringing what you're manifesting spiritually to life right here on Earth. And as you can read, it says our material world, wealth, so abundance, physicality, and earth element. So let's go over. I'm going to unclip all of mine. We go. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. You have the single rabbit out in a field. And this is new opportunities, a gift. And you can see that Earth is literally giving this rabbit gifts to eat out of the ground. This Ace of Oak is very interesting. It's calling about opportunities. It's showing the lunar phase of manifesting. It's showing the sun. It's showing this equality. It's showing life, rejuvenation. So the Ace of Pentacles just shows a lot about what life has to give. And then we have the Ace of Crystals. So manifestation, prosperity. It's that lucky panda. Pandas are so lucky, living off of the little vegetation they have and being such a giant creature. It's quite impressive. But if you don't know enough about the animal or depiction, the picture on there, you wouldn't correlate. So knowing the imagery on your deck is so important. Two of Pentacles. You see this mother rabbit and her 3 young. And there's actually 2 physical pentacles. Then you see that butterfly. And here you have 2 Tasmanian tigers and that child. And you see that there's this feather of knowing change. So balancing opportunities. So that feather's for that opportunist. And there's it balancing. And this mother could be balancing her abundance, staying in, needing to go out to get vegetation, going back and forth. 2 of Crystals. This one's depicting a kangaroo for balancing. It uses its super strong tail to level its body and balance while it's hopping far distance. And it's also known for adaptability. So using your abundance, no matter the source, and adapting with it. Then we have 3 of Pentacles. There's 3 rabbits, and they're looking up at this abundance that's all around them. You can see it staring around. And then you see this chameleon being held by someone. It's holding. This is the card for collaboration. They need to work together to get to this abundance. It's being held. The chameleon, the spirit's being held to work together. I really enjoyed this one. Productivity as well. So 3 of Crystals, it's showing by the bee, so the worker. Teamwork, collaboration. It doesn't matter what job that bee has in its hive. It's taking advantage because the conscious collective provides. It's showing you to connect with the conscious collective, not just yourself, for abundance. It's that when everyone wins, I win. When they win, I win. Unity. Then we have 4 of Pentacles. There's a rabbit in a strawberry field. There's 3 pentacles at the bottom, 1 at the top. We have 4 of oak. You see this mountain goat and its baby, and there's some babies in almost the stone, the ice. And this is about isolation, despair. This is about controlling the situation so you don't feel isolated. You may have to cut down certain foundations. This is where that beaver spirit comes in. Very good indication of getting through the rough patches. It's holding on to a few and it has many out. So stabilizing. And if you don't know about the mountain goats, like they're really good at stabilizing their footing, going up and down. It's crazy. Now here's your despair card, 5 of Pentacles. The pentacles are stacked, but it's still in despair. 5 of oak. You can see that they're not placing their material things in the right place. If you looked quickly and only at the coins or only at the honey, you'd say, oh, that's a very fruitful person, because we're looking at it in the physical realm. And now you connect it and you really go in and look, and it's like, no, they're hurt. They might have the things that they think they need, but they're actually not. They're in need, and they're separating themselves of others helping them. They're almost hoarding. It's that hoarding mentality, because they don't want to move for something greater. And they depict this as a ladybug, where ladybugs are stronger in larger numbers for new possibilities. When it's not, this is the aftermath. When it's not hoarding all of its honey or coins, and it's not in the woe, pity me, it can be out in the world. And reversed, it can be unneeded isolation. Maybe you're overexerting your energy, but we're not talking about reversals this time. 6 of Pentacles. You see this, I keep saying rabbit, it might be a hare, but you see this rabbit-like creature, and it has its paw out for this bird, and there's other birds, and there's its coins stacked right over there. And then you have this oak tree, and it's starting to blossom. I don't know if you say blossoming for acorns, but it's starting to give the nutrients that other animals may need. This is all about giving and receiving. 6 of crystals. Meerkats, synergy, gratitude, being grateful for what you're giving away and being grateful for what you are receiving. Protecting what you're giving away, protecting what you are receiving. Just like the meerkats, they take turns protecting each other and notifying one another when there is danger. The tree is giving life as it gets it back. So this is a physical element of sharing. Now we have 7 of Pentacles. You can see the rabbit is laying in a nest. It's resting. Ooh, I'm falling. This hare is resting. And you can see all of these animals are bathing, drinking in the water, in the little stream. The echidna, the wombat. I'm not sure what that creature is. And a kangaroo. They're all harvesting, resting. There's a little pause on their survival instincts. They're not looking around and having their guard up. Clearly, this rabbit doesn't have its guard up. It's taking a pause. 7 of crystals. They have an aardvark, and there's ants around, and it's not eating them. It's showing that it has the option, and it's showing your results. So this is a really good card for when you do have your abundance. And while you're creating your abundance, material manifestations, you do need an energetic pause. You do need a physical pause to get to further results. And it's showing you the different facets of resting and pausing for different people. Now, 8 of Pentacles. It's showing this rabbit jumping up in the air and going and grabbing for something. And in here, 8 of Oak, it's showing this moth child creature going up and grabbing this acorn. So there is something showing it going and getting it. This is that hard work. This is that I'm putting physical energy towards getting something. Progress, dedication, diligence. This, in this deck, 8 of Crystals, is shown by the bison. By progress, no matter what it takes, being in that herd or being alone, it's going towards its ambitions. Then we have 9 of Pentacles. Look at that. It's just staring up at the trees and the butterflies. And here are all of its coins. And we have the 9 of Oak. The squirrels pointing at all of the acorns that have been gathered. Now, this is the true abundance. It's like, wow, amazement, admiring the hard work that has been done. 9 of Crystals, security, abundance with that spider energy. It's neat that both of these decks have spider energy. One just included reaching towards it. This one's showing the actual abundance is the spider. She's checking out her web that she's created, and it's gathered her abundance, her food. This keeps slipping. One moment, guys. There we go. Okay, we have 10 of Pentacles. You have a family, and they're surrounded by the Pentacles. 10 of Oak, you have this creature being, and it has mushrooms and everything is growing off of it. And this is all about family and security. So it's showing you the family of all of these mushrooms growing from this love of that creature. Stability, attainment. It's also shown by the alligator. Obtaining its prey, protecting its young, having its young on its back. Family matters. And physically showing that family matters. And stabilizing that foundation. Oops, I mixed up my cards. Then we have Page of Pentacles. Now we have a rabbit in a field with butterflies, and it's balancing that pentacle right up on its nose, and it's looking out. This Page of Oak is also has a falling out. There we go. And this is manifestation and your desires. So it's desiring that material abundance. That fawn is desiring something over there. It's showing how to manifest and hold on to the earth element for manifesting. Then we have the fox spirit, ideas, discipline. Page of Crystals. The fox is cunning, it's sly. It also has a lot of ideas to put forth energy to manifesting. Next, we have Knight of Pentacles. We have this rabbit with a shield and armor on, helmets on the ground, and you have bees flying around it, which are a symbol of abundance. This is showing patience and conservation. So it's bringing its earth element energy inward. This is depicted with the moose spirit, Knight of Oak. It's being patient, it's strong, it's steady, it's slow. That's what that's showing. Knight of Crystals, endurance and determination, depicted by the camel, which, if you don't know, they can go long periods of time without water. They store it. So it's all about being prepared for the long haul, that long journey. Next, we have Queen of Pentacles. You see that rabbit with her flower crown, her leaf crown, and her babies, and they're out of the cave. They're not in the cave anymore. They're enjoying themselves out in the world. You can see this Queen of Oak. There's this human creature holding honey, holding the abundance, and it's seeping over, and these bees are enjoying that abundance under that full moon. The full moon means accessing your desires, your manifestations. This is that you did it card. Queen of Crystals, comfort, prosperity. That hedgehog, that hermit card getting out. Not the hermit card, but close resemblance of generosity, nurturing. They're being generous, caring, and out in the world, showing and not caring who sees that they're being caring, a genuine care and nurturing energy. Last, we have the King of Pentacles. You can see he's standing on the stump, and his crown are leaves. We have this other King of Oak, where it has these pine growing from its head, and this antler out in front. Quite interesting, but it's disciplined. Oop, that keeps falling. Sorry, guys. Disciplined, reliability, always being there no matter if the tree is cut down. And in this case, if the tree is cut down, having the energy to be that tree for others to climb on and to be physically present in the moment, having courage, commitment, just like the tiger energy. So King of Crystals is represented, the King of Pentacles, by a tiger, which physically can be lonesome, but you're always there, watching, absorbing, and being a reliable source. And that is inclusive of the Pentacles. And for the question, what is the essence of your inner shadow self, and how is it manifesting physically? So you take your deck, remember to open circle. I have circle open. If you want to draw your card, you are more than welcome to draw your card. I'll be responsible for closing circle, or you can open and close your own personal circle and draw your card and write it down to see how physically your inner shadow self is providing for manifesting this winter cycle. Thank you so much. Namaste, blessed. Till next time. Next week will be our last overview for single card draws and with the Polarian energy. We'll be going over cups, so have your cups cards ready. And also a little note, find a jar for the tools, because instead of using a crystal like the carnelian we did this week, next week we'll be using snow. If you don't have snow around you, please just fill up your jar with water and use a quartz to place quartz in it and activate while opening circle. Activate and say, I program you as snow energy. Then we can go from there on. If you do have snow, go scoop some and have it melt in your jar so it's ready for Tuesday. Thank you. Namaste, blessed. Enjoy.